Check one. Check one. Check two. Check one. Check two. Check one. Check two. And we're live. We are live on this wonderfully cold day in November 2nd in the year 2023. 29 frozen degrees here in northeast Pennsylvania, in the northeast part of the America, the great nation of America, where posters are up. Posters, hostage posters, art, freaking art. Sheba. Good morning, Ray. How you doing? Sheba. La. Pow. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Marcus Conte reporting on a rather exclusive subject. Sometimes we should lean on our own expertise to inform the world of what the fuck is going on, right? And in this particular case, I do have expertise. Over there in New York City, there are people... we're going to try not to cough in anybody's ear. I'm still a little sick. Over there in New York City, there are some people, probably fine people on both sides of this argument, but there are people placing hostage posters all over New York City, as if to say that somewhere in New York they're looking for hostages. The hostages taken by Hamas over there in Israel. So why would you, is it a public service to put up hostage posters in New York to inform what? Somebody that hostages have been taken? Are they in America? Is there any reason for that? No, there is no reason. There's no direct connection to it. It's just a statement. It's a political statement. It's a statement of, you could call it art. You could call it an expression of art. But here's the problem. Once upon a time, this reporter, Marcus Conte, was a DSNY, Department of Sanitation, New York City Department of Sanitation enforcement agent. He wore a costume and everything. I did. I wore here I am. There I am, see? Once upon a time, this was me. It was like 2014. And I drove around in a police car with a badge and no gun. But all the enforcement tools of a cop, right? The car, the radio, the badge, the uniform, right? Oh man, wearing a uniform in New York. So I was trained and I understand the violations in New York. And here's the problem, right? So all of these folks are putting up these hostage signs all over New York City illegally. Right? Each time you do that, each time you post a poster on public or private property in New York City, it's a violation, and it's a good violation, like $150 per fucking piece of paper, right? And I've written those. Things. I've caught people doing it, and not only are they given, not only do we write the summons. A single summons, but we write a summons for each time they did it. And each time they did it, once, like if they do it today 6 times and then tomorrow 6 times, tomorrow's 6 times are double. All right, so here we go. We have Jewish America, it appears, right? Pro-Israel, Jewish New York, promoting hostage posters anywhere and everywhere in New York City. And some Palestinian guy walks up and tears one down because he finds it offensive. And he gets arrested. The Palestinian guy according to the New York Post, gets freaking arrested, right? So like, you take this here's my thumbnail today, right? So this is just a scene in the subway that I captured. I didn't take the picture, but we'll call it real. And you see someone went down the subway steps and posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 posters advocating kidnapped, telling people about these particular people that were kidnapped. Now, this is not a statement of politics whatsoever. So if you're on the side, I guess you have to be on the side today. If you're on the side of the Israeli Jew, then I guess to you, I am the anti-Semite. If you're on the side of the Palestinian, then to you, I am some sort of whistleblower hero. Right? But I'm actually neither. I'm up the middle, right? I think. So, but anyway, these are clear violations. What I'm trying to say is hold your fire before you fucking start writing in the comments, this guy's an anti-Semite. I can't believe he hates Jews. He hates the Jew. He's so anti-Jew. Marcus Conte's an anti-Jew. He don't like the Jew. They'll say that shit, right? And just relax on that. Relax your commentary and listen to what the fuck is being said to you, right? So we have violations. Look, if you have to draw the line somewhere. If you make all posting legal in New York and or allowed because it's politically expedient, then the whole fucking place will be covered with garbage and paper. Paper everywhere you look. Every fucking mailbox. Every fire hydrant and fucking fire box and pole in New York would be covered with garbage. Promoting everything, hookers and whatever, fucking legal weed. That's why there's laws in New York City to prevent that from happening. But as I said, in this case, this is being overlooked because it's so sensitive. A sensitive issue. For who? For the Jew. This is clearly and unequivocally pro-Jew in New York. It's pro-Jew. Oh, you can't write violations to the Jew when their people in Israel have been kidnapped, can you? Says Mayor Eric Adams there in New York. So it is just, again, try to keep an open mind when you listen to this report. And then decide at the end if you think that it's accurate or isn't accurate. So welcome everybody in the chat. Thank you very much for joining me. Vinny DiMartini in the house. Weevil Girl is here as well. Chris Milk. Welcome everybody. Wake now. Wake now says hostage posters aren't real, Marcus. It's how people are laundering money. All right. Well, they're real posters. The poster is real. It's paper. Hostage posters with rewards are the new scam. So Wake Now is speculating that this is a Jew fucking scam, right? Scam. Right, give us money. Give us money to help get our kids out of fucking hostage, out of Hamas. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know. But it sounds good. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing that. So so I have a website every morning at 9 a.m. Monday through Thursday. It looks like the market's going to open up as well. We'll talk about that in a little while. Every morning 9 a.m. when I'm not sick as a dog, I'm here. Right here live on YouTube, live television. Live internet. What used to be live television is now live internet. Every morning we're here, and you can come, and it's best to come and watch me fuck up. You might get to see me eat my words, or because it's live, right? There's no editing here. There's no cuts and chops. It's all just my fucking hand moving the mouse around, right? So as I said, whistleblower in 2015, I was a whistleblower inside of the New York Department of Sanitation. I'm a bona fide electrified, superfied, philosophicalified, authentic law enforcement agent for the city of New York, or at least I was until they kicked me out of there for blowing the whistle on their illegal 10-ticket quota. Right? Marcus Conte did that. Huh? All that stuff is there, and you can take a look at it. Again, this is my badge. This is one of the only photographs I ever took of myself with like a shit camera. I don't know why I didn't get more photographs, but that's me. And you know, here, if you go to my website, you could see the full report. Here's the lawsuits telling the world about this illegal ticket quota. Here's channel. What is it? Writing scam from the city of New York. Right, I did that all by myself. I did that single-handedly. So the point is, I am qualified to talk about this subject. If YouTube is going to let us talk about the subject, it looks like we're buffering a little bit. Are we buffering? Are we buffering? Any buffer? Buffer? Are we buffering in the chat? Any buffering? I see a little buffering sign going on over here. Buffering is when the stream sticks because someone doesn't like what we're saying and suddenly it sticks. Yeah. All right, so let's jump right in. Nothing really more to report today. So here it is. Here's the overview. Here's a guy with a mask on, allegedly looks like a Palestinian, pro-Palestinian, tearing down, picking off with his fingers the tape and the poster that was stuck to the pole. All right. Now, there's people in New York City that if you put something on a pole, they will fucking follow you for 3 blocks trying to get you arrested for putting something on a pole because they're very, it's a bad problem in a big metropolis like New York City because it's free advertising. If you stick something on a pole on a corner in New York City, by the end of the day, 1,000 people see it. That's inescapable. I mean, you become desensitized to it when there's a lot of it. But so right now, it's okay. Thousands and probably 1 million people a day are looking at these signs that are okay to put up. Right? Why are they? Shouldn't they be illegal? Let's just look at the report, and then I'll give you the directly from the DSNY website how and why these things are illegal and what the actual summonses are. And I'll give you the best of my recollection because I was there and I actually wrote these tickets. Anti-Israel activists tearing down Hamas hostage posters is anti-Semitism at its deepest level. It says, hold on. Woo! See, this guy, he's tearing down the poster because he's an anti-Semite. He hates the Jew. Let's watch the clip the New York Post grabbed. Oh, that is so there's the Jew protecting the pole. The Jew is protecting the pole, right? Because he wants what's on the pole to stay on the pole when staying on the pole is illegal. Right? And this guy, he could be seen as a good Samaritan. So let's watch it again, right? There's a guy minding his own business there. He sees some litter. It's considered litter, right? When you put shit on poles, it's considered litter. I won't touch you. I won't touch you.
No, it's not. You're right. Put it up. No, it's not. Don't touch me.
He said the Jew said they have a right to put it up.
Don't touch me. It's not. You're right. Put it up. No,
they have a right to put it up. No, Jew. They don't have a right to put it up. That's the point. That's the point of the program. They do not. Nobody has the right to do this. This is a direct violation. If I was driving by and I saw this guy, well, he didn't put it up. You have to see the person put it up, right? If this guy's tearing it down, that's not a violation. If this guy's protecting it from being torn down. That's also not a violation. The only violation is when someone puts it up and you see it. All right? I have to see it. As the enforcement agent, I have to see him do it. Someone can't come running over and say, oh, that guy put up the poster and you just fucking give him a ticket. No, I have to see it with my own eyes, right? And so I don't see anything right now.
Don't touch these.
The point is there's no violation.
Do you think that's an effective way to solve a problem?
Well, it's better than killing more children that you have.
Oh, my God. So the politics, it's all politics, right? He's saying that he doesn't like what's on the poster because the people in the posters are responsible for killing his children. That's what he said. That's what he believes. The guy swinging the Israel flag.
Shame on me for picking this up.
Can you ask me why? What did these people do?
What did they do to you?
What did they do to anybody?
See, the people are ignorant. What did the Israelis do to the people in Gaza? Just look at the body count. Look how many fucking people the Israelis have killed in Gaza for whatever reason over the years. Hundreds, thousands. So a Brooklyn man wearing a Palestinian scarf. Is he wearing a Palestinian scarf? Yeah, okay, all right, I'll give you that. Was arrested. Arrested. You have got to be kidding me that they arrested this guy. A fucking unbelievable man wearing a scarf, getting into caught on scuffle. Mohammed Khalid, 21, was charged with harassment, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and obstruction Tuesday in the incident at 68th Street and Lexington Avenue, when he tried to push past locals who appeared to be posting the leaflets. All right. Why are you taking it down? One man, no, there's no video evidence of him doing any of those things, pushing past people. All right. He's trying to prevent a crime, right? So they threw this guy in jail, right? He said, "Get the fuck out of here, Mohammed Khalid. You're a scumbag." So words are being exchanged. The tense exchange ended in Khalil's arrest. How many tickets were written? That's what I want to know, right? I would call the Department of Sanitation, but you won't get them on the phone. And they're certainly not going to answer your questions. But we don't need that because I am the insider. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you the inside scoop on this, right? So the gut-wrenching image of more than 200 hostages, many of whom are only children, began emerging days after Hamas' surprise attack on October 7th. Yeah, whatever. We're talking about the law here, the law in New York, right? Even when there aren't witnesses to the hateful acts, it's easy to spot the remnants of flyers that have been partially ripped off of various poles and fences, and those that have been vandalized. Can you imagine that? The Jew is calling the illegal posting of a hostage poster to touch my illegal posting is vandalism, right? Right? To even suggest it is anti-Semitism, right? It's inflamed fucking stupidity. Right? It's inflamed stupidity. I know there's feelings on both sides. I'm not saying at all that taking hostages is a good thing. Bombing villages in Gaza is a good thing. Strapping bombs on your body and blowing up people in Tel Aviv is a good thing. I'm not saying any of that. I'm talking about New York City and how politics, right? How in this case the Jew is trying to manipulate the politics, where what he's doing is now art. He's an artist. No, this is art. This is hostage art. Don't you understand? Yeah. Every graffiti artist in America, any guy, anybody, man or female, male or female, any graffiti artist in the world will tell you what. When you say, "What do you do?" They say, "Well, I'm an artist," and for that you get thrown in jail. If you spray paint shit on a wall in New York City and claim to be a graffiti artist, they throw you in jail. But here, You can post whatever the fuck you want. These are on private chairs. That's up to the that's up to somebody else to deal with. Assemblyman Jeffrey Dinowitz, a Jew, said the loathsome people taking down the posters obviously hate Jews, who I'm sure would like to see people like me dead. Well, that's a great comment by the Assemblyman. I think I would vote for that guy. Who would you imagine? Who would have imagined this is the place we would be at the moment? Said the jerk off, who represents a heavy Jewish population in Riverdale. The psychology is they hate Jews. You hate the Jew. You hate the Jew. The Jew. The Jew. You Jew? Are you a Jew? Who hates the Jew? You hate the Jew. Eric Adams, he's the mayor, called the poster tearing deeply misguided. All right, so now there's the top law enforcement agent in the city of New York, the mayor, saying that tearing them down is deeply misguided. All right. Here's the law. Here's the law. All right, let's look at the law. Forget about that for a second. So you've seen the let's look at the posters before we do it. All right. So here's some of the graphics. Right, all over New York City right now. These are the ones that I could find. All over on poles. This is a firebox where you're supposed to run over when there's a fire and pull the fucking hatch. All right, but instead you got a kidnapping poster fucking glued onto the side of it, taped with this heavy clear duct tape everywhere. It's a pain in the ass, right? It's littering. Right? All these pictures of these people. There's in the subway, right? Just posting the shit on the walls. This looks like it's on a corner in a park. It's green. This is a traffic box, just a common traffic box on the corner in New York City. Posters. There's 1, 2, 3 violations. I'll count the violations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 violations. You got to catch them doing it. Well, here she is. Catch her. Here she goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there you go. If you see this woman now, if I come up behind her and go, excuse me, and she turns around and I see what she's doing and she's got the tape in her hand and she's doing it, I got her, right? So I can start to write violations. I get her ID and I write violations for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. That's a good day. I just busted the bitch for nine tickets, right? What about all these other ones? I don't know. Fucking, I didn't see them, but I see her doing it. So let's listen to some of the spin.
Posters of the hostages taken by the Hamas monsters are plastered just about everywhere. In fact, street corners, subway stations, construction sites. Right. And as quickly as they are going up, people...
All right. Oh, yeah. So let's before we watch the spin, right? So here it is. The Department of Sanitation, all right, DSNY, NewYorkCity.gov. That's where I am right now. This is the law. This is the posting and graffiti law. Posting, is it illegal? You're saying, Conti, you don't know what you're talking about. It's illegal, and I'll tell you, I'm going to show it to you right now. It is illegal for any person to paste, post, paint, print, nail, or attach or fixate by any means whatsoever any handbill, poster, notice, sign, advertisement, sticker, or other printed material upon any curb, gutter, wow, flagstone, tree, lamppost, awning, basically anywhere, telephone pole, utility pole, public garage bin, bus shelter, bridge, train structure, highway, barrel, box, anything owned by the city of New York. Anything. If you put something on there, even a sticker, you take out your magic marker and you paint and you scratch your name in there. Violation. Big violation. Right? And how much are those violations? 150, 75 for the first one, 150 for two or more. All right, so we write those, right? Posting on a tree, which is fucking unbelievable. I've seen people do it. They nail a fucking sign into a tree in a park. Like wanted, or they'll say for sale or house sale, and they nail a fucking piece of wood into a tree. All right. For that, there's no forgiving, right? You're killing the tree. You're hurting the tree by putting a nail into the side of it. First offense, 200. Second and third, up to 500, right? I never caught anybody doing that, but I would have loved to. Unlawful placement of stickers, 150 to 500. Covering up city advertisements, up to 300. Unlawful placement of handbills on vehicles, up to 200. Graffiti. Sometimes graffiti is considered a crime. Up to $300 for graffiti, placement of unsolicited advertisements on private property. Private property, too, is also a violation if someone complains about it. In other words, if you own a home in New York City and some jerk-off comes on your property and nails a sign into your tree, a hostage poster into your tree, that's a violation because it's not your property. You can do it on your own property. You can do it all you want on your own property, but you can't do it on someone else's property. So there's the law. Right? There is the law, according to New York City. So if that's the law, how could Eric Adams call poster tearing down misguided? Right? There's something wrong here, right? There's something... It's like colorblind, right? It's Jew blind, right? You've heard of snow blind, where you're driving and the snow blinds you because you can't see. There's so much of it. This is Jew blind. There's so much Jew around you that you can't. You can't see past the Jew. Right? That's what's happening. Right? It's a hailstorm of Jew storm. As we see the fallout from the violence spill over into New York City, we must reiterate that hate has absolutely no place. Okay, so the guy is now being accused of hating people. This is Columbus Circle. Yeah, this is the corner of Central Park by the Globe. That's Trump Tower right behind it. Yes, 58th and Columbus Circle, 60th Street. So some of the city's dwellers ripped down or altered the posters have been identified as pro-Palestinian protesters, speaking out against Israel's retaliatory strikes after Hamas' sneak attack on the Jewish state. Now, again, there's ample evidence, ample situations where the Jew attacked Hamas and the Palestinians way before any of this happened. There's so many examples of Jewish oppression in Gaza and the West Bank. So much that you can't even count it all. So when Hamas finally retaliates, now we have a problem. Now the conflict starts here with them hating on us. Forget about we hated on them. Fuck you. Right? Fuck you that we took their homes away and we sprayed their homes with shit bombs so that they would get out of the homes, and some Jew would walk in a year later and take it, right? Or we run over their house with a fucking backhoe, right? Flatten it and start over, right? This is what goes on in Gaza all the time, right? Palestinian people, right now you have an open air prison, well at least it was. I think of Gaza now as. If the stories and the reporting is true that there's no food, no water, and no power in Gaza, and there's a fence around it, and if you try to get out, you get shot, that qualifies as a concentration camp. And when people start to die, now you have an execution camp, right? A termination camp where people are being killed, right? Openly, right? So two other young women were recently recorded ripping down flyers. Where's the fuckers putting up the flyers? Right? Where's the fuckers putting up the... Vandaloo says Marcus is identifying tickets. These are all tickets, yes. Each one of these is a ticket. Each one is a violation. Violation. All right, write them up. One of the artists behind creating the posters, now he's an artist, Nitzman Mintz, a Jew, told the Post that it seems like there are endless fights over the flyers that aim only to bring awareness to the Israelis being missed by loved ones. All right, whatever your point is, murdered in Gaza. Yeah, they considered murders. I cannot justify why people are being so evil. And they tear down babies' faces out of posters, she said. If you really care about the Palestinians and about what's going on between our countries, we and our campaign is not the target, she said. This is not political. The Jew said it's not political. Tearing down a baby's poster is not going to do any good for the Palestinians, right? So it's hypersensitive, right? It's not looking at the fact. Now, I would guarantee that this Jew right here knows that putting up these posters is highly illegal. Here's a couple of them taking them down, right? So they should get an award, right? They should get a trophy for, these girls should get a trophy for cleaning up the city, as long as you don't tear it down and throw it on the floor, because then that's littering as well. They give you a ticket for that. If you tear down the poster and throw it on the floor, that's a ticket. But each time someone does it, again, is a violation, right? This is a free country. You can wave your Palestinian flag and say death to the Jew in America or whatever you want, but you can put up fucking signs. The worker, identified as Paulie, told the man in a thick New York accent. No, you can't, Paulie. Hey, Paulie, you can't put up the signs. It's illegal. I just told you it's illegal. I gave you the evidence of it being illegal. Yeah, so Paulie's wrong. Everyone needs to close their eyes and imagine it could be their own family member who is being brought down into a dungeon and being taken from their own family. All right, whatever the fucking reason you're doing it is irrelevant. I know everybody is high strung here, right? And all wound up, right? But I'm telling you, anybody who's doing this is the same as the graffiti artist, the pain in the ass that spray paints on the side of the building. They're in the same category. Right? When you do this, it doesn't matter what's on the sign. It's that you put the fucking sign there and it's not supposed to be there. Right? That's the problem. Right? So exclusive reporting. Nobody else is talking about this. Nobody even knows it's illegal. Man and his wife who tore down posters at Brooklyn Bridge Park as they were berated by a Jewish woman and two teenage girls taking down flyers along Madison Avenue. So Palestinians are getting kicked around over here. New York City Councilwoman Gail Brewer, who represents a strong Jew population on the Upper West Side, called the tearing down of posters awful. City Councilwoman, great. So now anyone who's ever gotten a ticket for illegal posting should call Councilwoman Gail Brewer and just say, oh, no, what I did was art. See, you don't understand the plight of my people, that I put this poster up because 1,000 years ago, my people suffered great fucking problems at the hand of the Jew or the Palestinian and or anybody. Right, whatever right, and then you explain your political position to the councilwoman, and then your ticket should be expunged because you're an artist. Right? Right, look, it's all or none. You can either do this or you can't do this. There's kids that got extensive criminal records for doing real art, like pretty stuff, colorful art on walls, right? Probably in jail, right? Fucking criminal records for doing what the Jew is asking total impunity for. So these are the photos. Let's look at some of the spin. There we go. So some spin.
People are despicably tearing them down, and it often can lead to ugly confrontations. But the Israeli artists behind this say every person on those posters deserves to return home. Those artists join me now.
So I don't see anybody. I want to just watch the videos because I haven't seen these. I want to see who's putting them up. It's not a matter of who's tearing them down. Who puts them up?
Can lead to
that's the violation when you put it up.
Ugly confrontations. But the Israeli artists behind this say every person on
there's no crime, there's no violation when someone is taking down a poster. That is confirmed. If I'm a Department of Sanitation enforcement agent or a cop and I see this, as long as they're not littering, as long as they gather it and throw it in the garbage box or take it with them, it's not a violation. There's no violation going on. It's considered, public service, community service.
Those posters deserves to return home. Those artists join me now. Nitzan Mintz and Dede Band-Aid are here. Welcome to you both. And I want to first explain to our audience, Dede, that you are an anonymous artist. First of all, tell me about putting these posters, and they're really beautiful. And you've seen many of these faces because we've been covering and saying people's names. Why did you do this?
Well, as soon as we heard about all the news in Israel after this black horrified Saturday 2 weeks ago, we immediately knew that we have to do something, that we have to put the message out there. We have to raise awareness about the situation, horrible situation.
And you live here?
We came to New York, both Nitzan and me, about a month ago, just over a month. We were on our way to do an art program. We didn't expect anything like that to happen.
Wow, so you were here for an art program ahead of the October 7th attacks, and you have stayed now to do this. Nitzan, what does it do to your heart when you see people tearing these down?
Look at this poster, for example. This is Kfir,
and
he's 9 months old.
I don't know why people's messages are getting deleted in the chat. Marcus and everybody in the chat is living in Native American land. You all are a bunch of hypocrites. Okay, I accept that. Right. There is definitely I don't want to censor anybody. Say what you want, just don't be a dick. Right? Zantos 3 said that. Yeah, we're all. I'm not hypocritical about it. I would agree with you that before the Westerners were here, somebody else was here. That's inescapable. There's no doubt about that, sir. No doubt about it. Thank you for sharing.
When a person is ripping apart this baby's face, he thinks that he's tearing down the entire Jewish or Israeli.
So they're making. Fox is giving them a platform, pro-Jew.
He does not realize that this baby is a real human being.
Right. Just like you don't realize that the Palestinians are real human beings. Most of the Israelis would like to see them all dead. So that's Fox reporting. What else we got here? Let's keep going. This is CBS.
Our area in a suburb known for tolerance. Posters of some of the hostages taken by Hamas have been torn down. CBS 2's Tony Aiello reports from Lockton County. For one woman, it was a call to action.
Early Tuesday, the windows at this former Starbucks in Nyack were mostly empty. Just a few notices for local events. And if you looked closely, remnants of the posters that filled the windows 2 days ago, until someone ripped most of them down.
It's atrocious. It's absolutely atrocious. These poor people have suffered enough.
And Dana Schneider has had enough.
I think there's a
Bang! That's a violation right there. That's a ticket. That's $200.
rise in anti-Semitism in New York.
Midday
That's
Tuesday
$400.
when she realized.
All right, so CBS, why don't you do your fucking job and lock the girl up or call DSNY? DSNY has enough evidence. All you got to do is watch the video. She's giving her name. Go write the violation.
The posters of Israelis taken hostage by Hamas had been torn down. She printed more and put them back up.
I'm a proud Zionist Jewish woman, Israeli woman.
There you go. So there's her name, Dana Schneider, Rockland County, right? Go write her tickets.
I care about my family and my friends, so this is what I'm doing. And I will be printing more, and I will be, you'll see them all over Nyack.
Okay, we'll come knock on your door and we'll give you your ticket.
The village, widely seen as progressive and tolerant. Still, someone seemingly took offense at posters intended to illustrate the human toll of the October 7th terror attack.
All right, so there's plenty of evidence of people putting it up. Let's watch one more. CBS.
Flyers you probably sing around town that say kidnapped on them are being taped all over New York City and all over the world, for that matter. It's an initiative by Israeli artists based in New York
Israeli artists. They're artists. No, it's art. This is art.
City to bring awareness to the people.
No pushback at all. No, zero pushback.
People still missing after Hamas first attacked Israel last Saturday. CBS 2's Shosh Bedrosian spoke with the artists who say no life can be forgotten.
From street corner to street.
Okay, so I guess I'm done with that story. That's pretty good. So markets are up. Markets are up. Wow. It looks like look at this run off the bottom. Holy smokes. NASDAQ is coming back strong. Is the bottom in? Is it over? Is it going to keep going up? I don't know. Apple's going to report at the close today, up $2.52 this morning. Apple up is at 176 right now. That's the news of the day. Apple are going to report at the closing bell, maybe like 5 minutes later. NVIDIA up 11. Wow. Facebook, formerly Facebook Meta, up 250. Microsoft up 90 cents. Tesla screaming back, up 5% today, up $8.09 a share right now. Rivian up 96 cents, coming back, up 6%. Rivian, you better grab it while it's fucking in the basement. What else? Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing. Boeing up 250, Raytheon up 70 cents, Lockheed Martin. They're all up. All the military industrial complex stocks, in light of the war, all up this morning. Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna. I'd call that down. Pfizer's up slightly, 9 cents. The rest of them are down. Nobody wants your vaccine anymore. Moderna down another 6%. Nobody wants that shit anymore, man. Sorry. It doesn't work. There is no more COVID. I told you, right? I took the test and I can't find it. I've been looking for COVID. I did. I was looking. I was. You hear me coughing, right? I thought maybe. I thought maybe I can find COVID, but I can't because the tests that the city sent me, or I ordered, the government sent me, all come back negative. So I don't have your fucking stupid disease. Therefore, I don't need your stupid virus, your vaccine for the virus that doesn't exist. So anyway, what was I? Oh yeah. So the markets, markets are green. That's good. It's good when it's green. Wow. That's the last of my sickness. I don't feel sick anymore. I just feel I'm tired from coughing. The cough is tiring. It's just it exhausts you. It must be exhausting for you to listen to it too. I apologize. But anyway, man. So there you go, man. Can't make it up. Posting and graffiti laws violated over and over and over again there in the great state of New York. In the great state of New York. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you guys. Monday. I should feel better by then. I hope. I really do hope I feel better. I hope I feel better. Come on, man. Give me some Shiva. I need some Shiva. Peace, everybody. Marcus Conte reporting.